Hello guys, ignore the horrible lighting. I tried. This week, oh man, it's really bad. Hold on. I think that's better. But not if I move my head. So, we are going to do something a little different this week. Okay, cannot move my head. So, normally we spin the wheel. Don't mind the $5. This was from last Wednesday. I just didn't feel like putting it in there. So, normally we spin the wheel. We get a number. We put the number in there. You guys are doing it with me to save $1,000. But I am selling a bunch of stuff that I do not need, will not use. I'm decluttering my life, and I'm selling it to people for very cheap. I'm pretty sure it's not even close to retail price. I'm selling stuff from $10 to $20, like dirt cheap, for quality items. So I had 2 sales today. So one sale was Venmo and one was cash. So my mom is going to keep the Venmo money and I'm going to keep the cash money. So we have a $35 here. And I am going to start adding it to our little thing. Now, if you guys are doing this challenge with me, you do not have to put $35 in there. I'm going to keep spinning the wheel every week. And you can just put that amount in if you want to. Or if you have the money, you can put the $35 in. But that is what we're going to do. We got 110 in the first row. 20 in the second row. And then a 5 right here. Yeah, because if you take a look at this, we still have a bunch of numbers. And I would like this to be done by July. I don't think that's physically possible if we only do it once a week though. So I may have to start doing it twice a week. But yeah. The reason why I wanted it to be done by July is because I'm going to MetroCon. And I am very excited. But I need money. And I want to do a challenge video since I don't technically work anymore. But I have so many videos that I haven't shown you guys yet. The sorting video, the inventory list video. Like, I'm pretty sure I've got like 3 or 4 videos in my repertoire already recorded. Just need the audio in order to be edited. But I'm like, I'm kind of itching to do a challenge. And I'm like... But then I saw somebody else post it, a challenge video of the challenge video that I want to do. And I'm like... If I do the same video style, will they think I'm copying them? Which is not what I want. But I want to work on minis. And as you can see, they're not here anymore. So I started to record another video about why the background's empty. But it's not ready yet because I haven't worked on it. But, drumroll, we got a storefront for a month. So if you guys do not know, I always go to a flea market. I used to go every Saturday, Sunday, whenever I got the chance, before I started working really every weekend at Joann's. But now that Joann's is done, I no longer have to work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I technically don't work any day because my new job is slow starting. It's fine. I can't really talk about my new job though because it's going to be a confidential HIPAA related job, so we can't talk about it, which is fine, but it hasn't started yet, so my weekends are free. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I'm going to Flea Masters. So if you guys are local, come by and see me. I'm going to be on Green 54. I think it's 54 something, 50 something. And then when my new job does start, I still have Saturdays and Sundays off. So I'm going to be there the whole month. When my new job starts, I won't be there on Friday, but it's okay. My goal, if Mom lets me, is to take any money that I earn from there and put it in the box. But I'm hoping this will give you guys a lot of new content. But the thing is, I have My space is a little smaller than a booth I would normally rent, but it has walls, and that's the most important part. It has walls. I'm protected from the rain and any elements that may happen. And if you guys know me, you know I have plenty of stuff. And that's why I have not been market prepping, so I could focus on the blanket, which is on my bed right now. But I have been getting so much done not working. I've been waking up at 7:30, and before you ask, my new job is technically going to be 8 to 5. So that's why. I was used to waking up at 10 a.m., so I'm slowly training my body to get up at 7:30. Technically, it need to be 7:15, but there's leeway, you know. So, I get up, I eat my breakfast, I get dressed for the day, I'm ready by 8 o'clock, I'm at my desk. So, from 8 to 9, I am working on market prep stuff. From 10 to 11, I play Disney Dreamlight Valley because there is a bunch of time-related stuff, events going on right now, and I gotta play it, so. And then from 12 until 1, I work on the blanket, I stop for lunch, and work on the blanket the rest of the day. Did that happen today? Absolutely not. I still got a lot done, though. All the minis and all that stuff is in my car, loaded, ready to go. Because we are going back tomorrow, which is going to be Tuesday. We have a handyman coming, and he's going to build, like, a wall. Oh my goodness, a light. So I have a tarp here, a wall here, a tarp in the front, and then this side is open because it's a double booth, but I only get one half. So we're going to build, like, a temporary wall there. And it's going to look great. And he's going to do a bunch of stuff for it. Because the way, there's like a, oh, what's it called? I don't know what the word is, like a banner. Something, there's like an X at the top of the one side. So hanging a tarp on that wall is near impossible. It's not, you know. Yeah, so I have 2 tarps like this. And it's good, but we need a wall on that one. So we're going to be there tomorrow. We're going to load up. So all the minis are in the car. I made 2 more chickens, a gray and a white. But I thought it'd be fun to have some mini turtles. I don't know why the light, like, freaks out. I wanted to do mini turtles in every color. I don't know if I like this pattern, though. It looks big. Like, it's a no-sew turtle, like a mini one. But this still looks pretty big. I'm going to finish it and we'll see what happens. Yeah, so if you don't know, I've got like a bunch of whips over there. A bunch of whips. And I started a new dragon and I don't know where its parts went. I want to start making those dragons, the little ones, because they're so cute. They sell great, but they're all very girly. I don't have like a boy color, you know. And same with the octos. I only really have like the girly colors right now. So I think what I'm going to do, I got to get the stuff out from here that I literally just put in here. Not that I'm bitter. But I'm hoping the bag down here is the blanket bag. I'm hoping the custom order blanket will fit in the bag. That bag, so I can bring it with me to the market and work on it there. Hoping. That's the plan. That's the dream. We'll see. But yeah, I think for this 24-hour challenge, I'm going to work on all my whips over there. The longest one is obviously going to be the mushy boy. We still need arms. I think that's it though. Just arms. And then sewing it together. But before I continue, the person I'm currently watching that just posted their 24-hour challenge is Crochet Corner 0114 on YouTube, and you should go watch her. She's awesome. And I am in no means copying her or anything. It's just, I saw her do it, and I want to do it. And I've got no job right now, so might as well. Now, to lay down the ground rules we're already at 10 minutes, but to lay down the ground rules, I am going to do a similar style to her. I'm going to have a timer. It's going to be counting down. I will not do it 24 hours straight. Also, my pinky's like acting up again. But yeah, I cannot do this 24 hours straight. I need to sleep. I need to maintain my schedule. So that's why I'm starting this on Monday. It's currently 5 o'clock. In theory, I need to be going to bed at 12. At the very latest, like pushing it 12. So if I start at exactly 5 to then, that's 7 hours. So in theory, this should, oh wait, that's still not enough time though. So I guess what we'll have to do is we will put a 24-hour timer on. Unfortunately, I won't have time to stop the timer every time I stop crocheting. So it's just going to be 24 hours overall. If I've done my calculations right, if I start right now and I stop at 1 a.m. and then start at 9 a.m. to 1 a.m. again, that should be 24 hours. We'll do 22 hours. How much can I get done in 22 hours? Yeah. It's good. It is what it is. It's not going to be strict. But I do need sleep. You know what I could do? Oh no, because it's got to render. I was going to say I could just wake up early on Wednesday. But a video of this size is going to take a while to render. I got to get it done Tuesday. Yeah. So it's going to be like 20. We'll do 20 hours. Yeah, so we'll do 20 hours. That way I get sleep. You get a full video. It's going to work out great. So, whip 1, a mini turtle. Chicken, mini chicken. And that's where I'm going to start. I actually don't really want to work on this. But mini chicken we will work on. And then I'm going to start over there because those whips are getting out of control. It's very chaotic and I hate chaos. So I'm going to go do a time lapse and I'm going to start the timer. I don't know if you guys can even see this, but this is what I use. Countdown timer, onlinestopwatch.com. So we are going to put in that much. And we are going to start. And with that, enjoy the time lapse. Hello, guys. Okay, I've changed my mind. Don't be mad. I just had dinner. I'm gonna do 12 hours. If I wanted to do 24 hours, I was gonna have to start on Sunday. And I was busy most of Sunday. So, and that wouldn't have worked either. So, we're gonna do 12 hours. So, the first hour is up. And the first thing we completed was a mini chicken. And I'm going to leave everything in my room because it's storming. I'm not going outside. The second thing we finished was this. Come on, camera. Don't die. Okay, it looks atrocious on me. But look how cute. And then we finished this one. And I did have more whips over there, but can you hear that thunder? I was looking at all my whips over there. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I looked at Mushy Guy, and Mushy Guy's almost done. He needed his frill and 2 arms. So I'm like, why don't I just finish him? So I'm on row 3 of this. And it's supposed to be... like, it's supposed to be curly like this. So, yeah. I'm going to keep working on this guy. And I'll probably come back for the sewing bit, maybe. But he's so big, he doesn't fit on the frame. So, I might just come back when I'm done with him. But, yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. We got 10 hours to go. Wait. 11 hours. 11 hours to go. guys. So much has happened in whatever time frame I haven't updated you. Our timer, I'll show you in a minute, it's down to 5 hours and 14 minutes. I'm so sorry if you heard that. Normally I can pause in time. But our countdown timer is at 5 hours and 14 minutes left out of 12 hours. And before we get into it, I sold 2 items and I got $10. And I know what you're thinking. Yes, I am selling these art supplies real cheap. But 2 things. 1, I don't know what condition they're in. I don't know if they're actually usable. I don't know, they look fine. They look fine, they look usable, but I don't actually know if they are. So I can't, in a conscious mind, sell them for whatever price it should have been, like retail. So I'm selling them cheap. They seem to be going to single moms, which isn't a requirement. Of course, well, not single moms. And I feel like that's really important for moms to keep doing what they love. That's not a criteria when I'm selling, obviously, but that's just how it's been the past couple people. So I gave this one some free stuff for her kiddo. I had like a Spider-Man paint sun catcher thing. And then I had a Lightning McQueen squishy. So I gave them to her for free. She was so happy. But, we need $1. That $1. Okay. So we're going to put this right here. So we need $3 and $3. That light is horrible. My goodness. So, I'm going to scooch this in. Oh, I did have change. She asked if I had change for 20 and I said no. But I did. Oh no, I feel bad now. Oops. But yeah, this is what we're looking like. We're doing good. Oh, my grandma's calling. Grandma, I'm recording. Okay, so for this next part, the lighting's going to be atrocious because I've got to move my head and the light is going to be... I finished the mushy boy. That's what took up most of my time. I don't know what happened. I followed the pattern exactly. Everything was fine, but the hat was massive. I took pictures with it on. That's how big this stupid thing was. And then I tried to sew it on because it's stuffed. I'm like, I'm trying to sew his head on. I'm trying to sew this hat on. It took forever. I had to make so many modifications to the hat to even get it to look right. And of course, it doesn't stand. It doesn't sit up. And I'm like, never again. Never again. But, yeah, hold on. Yeah, just ignore the bad lighting. Ugh. Here he is. He's so derpy. He won't even fit on the camera. Oh, stop it. Look at this. Look at him. He's as big as me. Look at this. Look at him. Look at this hat. Like, I had to do so many modifications to him to get him to actually, But, yay. Actually, he looks pretty good here. Yes, that is my dining room chair. So then what happened was Bailey decided that she was going to be needy and demand cuddles. So I was confined to my chair. This chair. And I'm like, well, what yarn do I have near me? I've only got 2 colors. Oh man, it's light. There we go. Much better. Okay. So I'm like, I've got white and this brown, tan, whatever. So I'm like, what can I possibly make with these 2 colors? So then I was like, oh, wait a minute. I remembered an Instagram pattern I had found. So then I looked at it. It's no-sew. This is one piece. Like, add to cart. It might not represent well on camera. It looks adorable in person. But it is a ghost sitting on a pumpkin. And I know what you're thinking. This is the complete wrong season for this. But I was trying to finish up this white yarn. I had that much left. And then I pulled in a brand new unopened skein of orange. Only to remember I had orange over there. So I was using that orange. But then Bailey was still not moving. So I'm like, well, I gotta make it a friend. What if it gets bored of the other one? So I made a second little ghosty bro. And I just need to do the pumpkin parts. So yeah. Our whips are looking really good over there. Actually, never mind. I dug around and I found a bunch more. I will be frogging. Hold on. Let me put the whips down. I will be frogging this guy. And if you're asking what it is that pig snuggler that I made. I made one full one and then this guy. But I still have the original pig one. Like, it's cute. It's just not selling. I don't think anybody knows what it is. So, which is fine. So, I'm just gonna frog it. And roll it back onto this guy. The majority of that shelf over there is just, like, access yarn. But the problem is I can't access it because of the brown thing that's in front of it now. And I know what you're thinking, just move the brown thing over. But then I'm blocking the keychains, and I can't move the keychain things, because those are, like, on the wall. And once you put that thing on that checkerboard, once you put that on the wall, you are not getting it off that wall. Like, you need a spatula, you need, like, some voodoo magic or something to get that off. So, like, I can still see the yarn, I just can't see the yarn. So, I want to clean it up, I want to move stuff around. I want to move the bags of yarn down. And yeah, I've got plans. But that is frogged. So we got 2 feet. This was from the All From Jade. What's her name? Crochet by Jenna. Pattern. This is the mallard duck. I don't know what I did to my hand, but it's hurting. This is his feet. This was for the flower pots. The car hanging, I want to say. This was for the flower buddies. Oh no, Mom's calling. Okay, it's been like 30 minutes. But we had another pickup. So I've got one more pickup for today, but it's just a bunch of like free items that are still good condition, but I didn't think would sell. So we put them in a little baggie, and we're just gonna give them to her for free. And then I found like a bunch of other stuff that I didn't think would sell either. So we just put that in there. You know what? Why don't we 3, 6, 9, 10 and get rid of 2 rows? Is that crazy? Hold on. Oh man, it's stuck to my finger. Now, if I was smart, I would have waited and I would have taken off the big numbers like 25 and 20. But it is what it is. We'll knock out the small numbers. What was I saying? So, flower pots. We have 3 out of 4 fins for a turtle. Now, these are Crochet Jenna's No Sew Turtle. This is for that, like, flower buddy guy. But if I'm being honest, I'm not feeling these colors. So I'm probably just going to use it as stuffing. We have this guy, which is a mushy boy. I started working on it when I was talking to Mom. Obviously we need to finish this guy. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff in here. So we have the 2 axolotls. We just have heads. They need their bodies and limbs. We got a snake, chicken snuggler, and I forget what this was, but I know it's baby bear. I don't actually feel like I don't actually want to work on any of this. I'll work on the mushy boy, and I'll work on this guy. And then maybe the pot, but I'm just going to put everything back in here. We also have this turtle head, or shell. Is that it? There's so much stuff over here. Yeah, I'm not in the mood to work on any of this stuff, so. Just put it back in. Oh, we started the body. I'm just going to squish it back in, and it fits perfectly. So yeah, I'm going to work on this. I'm going to go start the timer, and I'll come back. Just trying a new angle, but the lighting's just as bad. I think this lighting's worse. So you got the reflection. But the line's not in my face. I've got 2 hours and 57 minutes left, and I have run out of stuff that I want to make. So I'm trying to convince Mom to let me get the crochet furry? It says furry dragon, but I think it's Fury. So it's the Night Fury, you know, from How to Train Your Dragon, because the live action comes out in exactly 10 days. And I am opening my store on Friday, so tell me that wouldn't sell. And I made the $20 today, so the pattern would be free. Mom just said yes. But, so we're going to do that for 3 hours. Now there is, I don't know if his girlfriend and wife actually has a name, but there's you can do the same pattern in white to get, like, his girlfriend. And it's a snuggler, so I'm like, if it doesn't sell, I'm going to take it to the movies with me. But we made our second one. The more I look at it, I don't know if you can tell it's a ghost. Like, it's cute nonetheless. But can you tell it's a ghost? It kind of gives me marshmallow vibes. I don't know what it is. But yeah. And then I messed up on his feet. Like, his feet are too close. But I finished a mushy boy with the top. And yeah, that is what we've done since my last update. I'm just not feeling it today. I'm moving kind of slow. But we got 3 hours. I'm going to clean my desk. It's a mess. Hold on. It's a mess. I don't know where to put him. Like, he's too big. He doesn't have a spot. And I can't put him in the living room because then he's exposed. I can't leave him here because he's in my way. He's trying to fall. Maybe when the challenge is over, I'll put him on these shelves. So, like, I'm putting all this stuff that we make right here. So, yeah. Don't cheat, but leave your comments down below how much you think I can get done. The number is not high. But this guy took forever. So I get a pass. And I've been using like all, like I got donated so much polyfill. So I've been using all my polyfill. I've been able to condense it down back into the box. Because I had like that huge bag that's right there. And then I had this bag, which I keep for traveling. But I also had this bag. And then I've got another bag. And I'm like, okay, let me get rid of all the small bags of polyfill. So it's been working out great. Yeah, I'm going to clean my desk. And I'm going to go buy that pattern. So I'll check back in 3 hours. Even that lighting's bad. I swear, I can't win with this lighting. But before we close out the video, I want to tell you guys about the drama that happened to me. I don't know, this lighting's better. So I look up, and I only have half a skein of baby brunette black. And you know how hard it is to find brunette baby anything. So I'm like, okay, let me just get brunette. And they call it coal. Don't get me started. So I go on my little website. And I'm like, Michaels, they don't have it. You gotta ship it. And I'm like, okay, let me just go to Walmart. They have it. They didn't. So I'm like, and I am against Hobby Lobby. Not gonna go into it, but I had no choice. So I go to Hobby Lobby, and I get 3 skeins of black. Oh man, this lighting is so bad. Because they were the only ones that had it. This is my second skein. So yeah. Now, it needs a lint roll. And it needs bigger eyes. These are my biggest eyes. So, yeah. I think he still looks cute. We got the head done. So I got pretty much everything but the body done with like 1 skein. I'm pretty sure I started the body before I ran out of yarn. I did not realize that this pattern was very sewy related. If you know me, I hate sewing. So no hate to the creator, but I improvised the pattern to make it less sewy. And I made notes so that when I do the white version, I can do it. There's still a lot of sewing that needs to happen. I haven't made those parts yet. I don't think any of that can be avoided. I think I've done as much as I can to avoid sewing. But I think the rest is kind of like one of those things where it's just going to happen. But obviously the tail's not done. Look at it! Oh my goodness, this light is gonna kill me. Hold on. Okay, I turned my exposure down. Now I look weird, but it's whatever. So, I know you can't really see it because it's black. But here are the feet, here are the arms. They are all crocheted onto the row. They told me to sew these on and the tail. I was like, nah. I'm just gonna do it this way. So here he is. I was gonna finish him tonight, but my hands hurt. But before we count, I want you guys to comment down below how many items you think I got done in 12 hours. And I don't remember the order, but I'm pretty sure this was item 1. A itty bitty baby chickie. And then I'm pretty sure this was item 2. And this was 3. I'm not even going to attempt to move this. Item 4. I'm pretty sure that was item 4. Items 5 and 6. And our final item, number 7. I'm not going to count the toothless snuggler because technically he's not done. If you want to count him, 8. If not, 7. And I know what you're thinking. That's not an oppressive number for 12 hours. But that thing is massive. So, he was only like half done too. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am really going to try to get you a video on Saturday, because I think that might be why my phone is bugging out, is because I've got too much stuff on there. Like, it says it's only at 60% for storage, but I'm not buying it. Yep. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully, I will see you on Saturday